point is selected at random in this shape. Then we have to figure out the probability that that point is in one of these two shaded regions. Now, at first it looks like, well, there's 3 pieces. So I have 3 down here, and 2 of those pieces are shaded, so it looks like our probability is 2/3. But remember how probability, our possible outcomes, they have to be equally likely to be chosen. Since, this big white region is way larger than this teeny region back here. So this definitely not a probability. And besides, it doesn't look, these two are way smaller than this white region, so they can't possibly be more than half our probability. Doesn't make any sense. So here, none of these pieces are equal, but hey, I see these sides. They give us, this is a rectangle, and I can split these rectangles up in a whole huge mess of little itty bitty bitty 1x1 squares. Since I already have all my side lengths, the heights and the width. So I'm gonna start off splitting them up in a itty bitty squares. So this 3, I just cut it up into 3 big lines. Like that, and the 6, I just cut it up into 6 more unit blocks. Lines of unit blocks. There's 1, 2, 3. There's 4. There's 5, and there's 6. Finish that cut. I don't know, I'm not such an artist at drawing lines, so. And it's 3 just the same here. Just cut it up into thirds. And I already have this extra line back here. Now I'm just gonna cut the width. Well, 6 I wasn't given here, but 3 plus 5 is 8, so this side has to be 8 too, which means I'm missing a 2. Now I see that all I do is just cut this in half. And now it makes sense here too. I just cut it up into 3 little pieces. And this 5 here, just cut it into 5 more lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where should I put the extra line? I just put it here. And then all I have to do is cut up all my unit blocks and cut up in wait a minute. Itty bitty 1x1 squares in a rectangle. We're talking about area. We could have just multiplied the 2 side lengths and then multiply our two side lengths of our shaded region. And this is what I mean. So I see 3 plus 6 plus 3, that gives us 12. So this big length, that's 12. And 3 plus 5, that total length gives us 8. So the area of our whole rectangle is just 8 times 12. 8 times 12, which is just 96. So our whole rectangle has a total of 96 unit blocks. And versus 2, since I have to find this region, but I don't have that extra tutor. So now I just figure out, I figure out that there has to be a 2 here, and 2 times 3 is 6, and 3 times 3 is 9. So I just have 96 possible outcomes, and of course we have 6 plus 9 in our numerator. Just add that. We have 15 over 96. And since 9 plus 6 is 15, 15 is also divisible by 3. Let's take out a common factor of 3. Let's have 5 over 32.